Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing the top 10 things I stopped doing or buying to help me save more money. Financial minimalism for me is about living intentionally, not cheaply. A financial minimalist applies the principle of minimalism to the finances to help them to save more money, to spend less, and be very intentional with the finances. When it comes to saving money, the smallest things is what have the biggest impact over time. So some things that I might mention in this video might not seem like a big deal, but trust me, they all do matters. On this channel, I make videos about personal finance, saving, and investing. If you find that content interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. I am not a fan of chain and watches, so I usually don't buy them. I have one watch and one belt that I bought from Zalando, and together they are less than 25 US dollars. So for me, there is no point in having like 12 watches and like 10 belts because you're not gonna use all those things now. And whenever somebody asks me for the time, my first instinct is they will literally go to my phone and look at the time and tell them, so I don't see the point in having like so many watches. I know this one is a bit uncommon, but I like to keep my hair as an afro. So literally sometimes I cut my hair like 2 times a year. Cutting hair in Norway at a decent barbershop costs about 35 US dollars per cut. So if you cut your hair like twice a month, like people normally does, that is gonna be equal to like 840 US dollars per year, or 8,400 Norwegian crowns. So as you can see, it is a lot of money. I don't buy product like oil, hair conditioner, or maybe hairspray because I feel like I don't need them. One might argue that I need them and they are good for me, but honestly speaking, I don't see the benefit they have on my hair, and truth be told, I really don't care also, so that's why I don't use them. One thing that I refuse to spend my money is coffee, and this one is like very easy for me because I don't like coffee in the first place. The average black coffee price in Norway costs about 25 to 30 Norwegian crowns per cup. If you're buying like a cappuccino or a latte, the price starts at 50 crowns. If you are drinking 4 cups of coffee per year, on average, you're going to be spending about 40,000 Norwegian crowns on coffee, or about 4,000 US dollars. I did not grow up eating fast food like most people in the Western world. So literally, I don't feel the craving or the need for fast food. So this one, technically, I'm not cutting off my budget because I never liked it in the first place. So I just don't spend money on fast food. The only time I eat fast food is literally when I have no other option around me and I'm like so hungry. And the average Big Mac in Norway costs about $6.30. So as you can see, they are not so cheap also to like eat fast food in Norway. People who know me well will attest to this. I don't put so much energy into what I look like or wear because I feel like that's not what defines me as a person. I stopped buying a lot of clothes because most of the time all I see myself using is my sweatpants and my hoodie because it is the most comfortable. That's what I like. And so there is no point of me like buying so much clothes that I'm not gonna use. When it comes to clothes, I prefer comfort over style, so I don't see the reason why I should buy new clothes every month, and God forbid me like spending my money to buy designer clothing because I feel like it's so stupid. I don't see why you should go and spend like $10,000 on a shoe or maybe $5,000 for a pants. I'm not gonna lie, I really love technology, and on this list, this was probably the most difficult thing I had to stop doing. When it comes to buying things like phone and computer, usually I don't buy them until I really need them. Usually when I'm going to buy a new phone, I try to buy the model that came out like 1 to 2 years ago, and by doing so, this will guarantee me to like have a really huge discount on the launch price. Honestly speaking, most technology from the previous year and the current year is not much of a big difference. So there is no point of you going back to buy like the latest and the greatest iPhone where you can buy something like from maybe 1 or 2 years ago and have all the same feature but for a huge discount. I know this won't sound bad, but hear me out. I am very motivated to read for my schoolwork, but reading for pleasure is not for me. Let's just say I don't find it pleasurable. The way I normally consume information for pleasure for me is normally through audio or video format. Most books are available online for free or way cheaper than the hard copy version. So if I have to read a book, I'd rather buy that book online like in the digital format than buying the hard copy of the book. I have a very nice kitchen, so I'd rather use it to cook meal at home. Usually I go to eat out in Norway about 1 to 2 times a month. Eating outside in Norway is really so expensive. So if you want to eat in a normal restaurant, the average cost for like 2 persons is about 80 US dollars or 800 Norwegian crowns. Ordering food at home for me doesn't make sense because usually if you go and order for food, it takes like maybe 15 to 30 minutes for the food to reach to you at home. So if I'm really so hungry, I'd rather just go to the kitchen and like make me something like so fast that I can eat like in maybe like 10-15 minutes instead of me ordering for online. At one point, I had like almost all the streaming services you could think about. That is like the Netflix, the Amazon Prime, the Disney Plus, the HBO Max, etc. But I found out like I wasn't using all those things, so I had to like cancel them. So now the only streaming services that I have is like YouTube Premium, Spotify, and Netflix. It gives me peace of mind to buy things that I can comfortably afford. And also I feel like it is a great deal, or everybody should be aiming for this, to not live above your means. If you're making like $50,000, you shouldn't be living like you're making like $250,000. So it's like really so important that everybody live within their means. Actually, I recommend to live below your means. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. And thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.